Oh, Jesus. Yo, 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 yo. The streak thing is still bugged. Yo, Concho. You got reset so many times. You got your 80 streak got reset. Oh, this. Wait, what? Now even. Shine bright like a timer. Streak need to be fixed, but I don't know which pro to give the fix. So, Jester, are you saying that the streak went away and came back? Or are you saying that it got reset again, so now you're on 0 after you were here Monday? You're on 0? Okay. That's so weird. I wonder if it's because it's probably because I'm streaming past 12 and you're not here past 12, I would assume. I would assume it's something like that. When I go past midnight, then it counts as if I'm streaming on a new day. That's kind of funny. Then it counts as if I'm streaming on a new day. And it resets, I would guess. Sophie, are you playing? Or are you just here to watch? Because I'll hop into Discord if you're playing. What should we do here for me? Assume it's because it's coded by underpaid workers. Okay, bro. I think well, both could be true, right? What should we do? Oh, there's a sale on the shop. Let's look at what we're not buying. Might log in to set up bash build. Yo, Captain Noob. A lot of things I hate Blizzard for. This shop is one of them. But man, is it cool. The shit they put in here. The fuck is that? Ugh. Wait, how does this look? You hate them for fat druids.
It stirs you, yes?
Bro, that is disturbing. Oh, I really like this. This is fucking well cool. Is that fat shaming or Drew? I think it's Blizzard shaming. That looks so dumb. All right, anybody wants a horse that costs the same as a game? Hi, what's up? Hi. Nina went out to the fucking balcony just to disturb me.
Ah, very good.
Where is this sale that they talked about? Oh, the shop refreshes in 46 minutes. Guys, we better buy it all, otherwise it will reset. This is kind of cool, though. Here they kind of play into the fat fantasy, because this is kind of Bacchus-esque, right? It's kind of Bacchus from... Is it Greek mythology? Is that Bacchus? Yeah, it must be, right? So this one kind of plays into it. I like that. With the wine and the stuff. Is Bacchus Roman? Huh. Bacchus is Roman based on Greek. Are you sure about that? Isn't the Roman one Dionysos? Or... how do you say it in English? Dionysus is in English. In Danish. I thought it was Bacchus for Greek, and I don't know how to say it in English. I'll look it up. I don't know how to put the pronunciation, right? Because it's obviously not an English word. Will you play it for me? So Bacchus is okay, so it's the other way around. So Bacchus is the Roman and whatever is. Can I do translate? Can I do Google Translate and get it to say it? Dionysus? Okay, bro, I'm not saying that. Okay, I thought it's the other way around because obviously, obviously, nah, he's Kevnovitz me. He's fucking at me for saying it with the Danish accent.
That's a bold choice.
So, I thought Bacchus would be the Greek one. I thought Bacchus would be the Greek one because obviously it's in the Hercules with Zeus and but maybe he's Hermes, right? Maybe they just mixed it all together. All right, we're done looking at this. Question is, do we play Druid or do we level the Sork? Should we chill out leveling a bit or should we go do some more masterworking on the stupid red bird? Oh, so you're so deep in quoting. It completely flew over my head. We could also play a bit of Necro to get some gear. Man, the Necro looks so fucking cool. It just doesn't really look like a Necro. This looks more like a Knight. A class they are missing. Could also make it something that isn't a Sorcerer. We could make like a Rogue or a Barb or something. Or a Barb. Yeah, I mean, if I just want to win the game, I just make a Barb, right? Bacchus was the purpose. He's a groove. Bacchus was the... What you think? Well, I mean, Bacchus and Dionysus was the same guy, right? So there's a Greek one of him, right? You don't play classes for men. Oh. What would you say the Druid is for then? So there are now 3 genders, yeah? Men, women, and fat people. At least 3. Pretty sure that's how God intended it. Oh, bro. God, that's stupid and ugly though. But there's surely crossover there, right? Dude, Barb is just so boring. For once be a man? Make him red like you. I mean, honestly, so favorite classes in order would be like sorcerer, druid. They're interchangeable, but depending on the season. But I'd say it's sorcerer, into druid, into necromancer, into rogue, into fucking barb. You played Smite. You thought I knew better. Well, I mean, Smite. Wait, is he classified as Roman in Smite? I thought he was classified as Greek in Smite. I think they mixed those together until Bologna. Wasn't she the first Roman one? Would almost like you to play Smite on stream. See the baby. Dude, I would fucking rage so hard. I mean, Smite 2 is coming out. It is definitely an option. You would wreck. I mean, we can play. You would wreck me. Do you want a 1v1? I'm pretty sure I can still wing out a win over you. You can pick whatever I play. You get to pick both your own god and mine, and I'm pretty sure I'll still beat you. You can even pick one of the ones I don't know. Some adventure first, a little break from MMO. Do you actually consider Diablo an MMO? Because it's kind of sad if people consider it an MMO, for the game at least. I have half a mind to play Total War. Like, I'm currently playing a Dwarven campaign, and essentially I can take over the entire universe anytime I want. But right now, all I'm doing is I'm farming fucking defeat traits from Lords. So I'm keeping things alive large enough that they can defend themselves against anything they're at war with. Just whenever their legendary Lord spawns, I rock up a new character. I rock up with a new army, kill it, get the defeat trait, much further. I am at war with like 20 or 30 factions at the moment. Fucking thunder barges just clean out. I just need the I have 3 thunder barges in almost every army, and I just clean with that. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do pit runs right now? Not really. Should we just level a Sork? Is there will I actually play the Sork? I don't think I will. Let's go do the pit, I guess. Fuck. Oh, Sophie, I would love for you to install Smite and we can play. Who would you pick? You'd likely pick Hercules. There's an argument for Thor as well, but unless they reworked how Thor looks, I think you'd find that he looks too outdated. Odin is there as well, but he's kind of an old man, right? I think you'd pick Hercules. They should make Thor black. I mean, they have a lot of skins, so it would kind of surprise me if they didn't make some of them. I think the only skin they had was for Vulcan. Wait, Vulcan's Roman as well then, isn't he? Because that would be Hephaestus, right? In Greek. I wonder how they pick them. I shall cast you into a pit of unending quarterly and misery. Baron, yeah. Is that a PoE quote? From the Lightning Conqueror guy? The one with the little things on the ground that suck your mana away. I still think Smite is one of the coolest fucking concepts ever made for video games. Fucking the battle of the ancient gods over followers because the belief in freaking gods is declining, so they now have to fight over everybody. That's such a good concept, man. There must be some elites down here. I am sure of it. Oh, that's correct. Kinda slow. I think I'm faffing about too much. Fine though, we're just farming. Oh, it is a 70, right? So I do have to take some time for the boss and probably expect to have to redo, like, to die once or twice. Must have killed something right now, yeah. You're slow because you're fat. Unironically, this is probably one of the fastest runners in the game. It doesn't clear as fast, though. I want to see if I can get the immortality pylon into the boss room, but it's too far now. Oh, that was not enough. Let's see. Fuck! I fucked up here. Okay, we got an easy boss. Mediocre pattern. Ooh, that was unpleasant. Staying bare for a bit.
I must wait a moment.
Okay. So far so good. Oh, is that the smaller pattern? And then what? Lilith comes and sucks in? Or what is he doing? Oh, triangle. Okay. Oh, crap. I was not paying attention. Jesus, that nearly killed me. Woo! Oh, there's a little thing down here. I don't think that was here before. 29. And this? Okay. Oh, right. They nerfed the gold cost of shit. Did they also make you need to acquire less? It's a good thing I spent the 10 million crafting the weapon before the patch went live. So what does it cost to reset it now? Still 5 million. So they didn't change that. But they changed this price. Okay. Okay. Did they change? This icon looks different as well. The greater affix icon. Did they make it clearer? Wait, does this mean that if I salvage them? Was there transmog?
Still got some good in it.
I don't know if there was transmog. It's fine. Masterworking. Let's do these. Right. Okay. I'll keep the forge hot. Return soon. So if we're doing 70 that easy, we might as well do 71, yeah. If there's one thing that I'm a little bit sad about right now is that Quinn is streaming fucking him playing League of Legends. And I don't play League of Legends. But somehow I still enjoy watching it. And watching him play, he's so fucking bad. It's so impressive and he gets so angry. That is fucking content. I wonder how much he plays into it. Like, how much of it is just him being an absolute fucking idiot? And how much of it is, like, for the camera? I wonder. Given that he has, what, 4 kids, I hope that a large portion of it is for the camera. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like it. Oh. Roar. Okay. Okay, let's go. You made the weirdo shield build work? That's nice. Did you make a monster or did you just make something that will clear content? Do you like the concept? Is it something you're going to use? Or are you just building to build right now for the hell of it? It's a cool concept and it's a build, a beast. Okay. So it's open for next season, I guess, or? Like a contender. I mean, have you just made it in if none of the components goes enough, then yeah, it's way up there. Have you just made it in POB, or have you put it together and played it? Hello, honey. What up? Are you packing the stuff? Oh! Excusez-moi. Oh, there's a fucking Elias behind the tree. Oh, he was completely hidden. You check Ninja to see if somebody plays it, and they do. They just play with some adjustments. Okay. Well, I meant more as in, because the last, you put together the life decker, right? And you realize that it doesn't play the way you want it to. So I figured if you'd made the test for that build. Oops. Die. It's not the exact same, but just damn close. You know, the skill is pretty damn good and we'll get the job done. Okay. Well, I meant more in the case of because the life build you made was too slow, right? But I'm guessing you just added in that sword dash or whatever it was, that blade dash, whatever it's called. And then you, or shield whatever, I guess, and then you're fast enough. I was just wondering if you tested that. It isn't slow? Okay. Sounds cool. There we go. We're now doing the dam. Can't start with it, but that's not a big deal. Nah, I mean... as long as it'll get you past... oh shit. As long as it'll get you past tier 16s, right? Oh, sorry. As long as you have a build that'll get you past tier 16s, I meant. Yeah, good starter build using very similar to this. You can usually respec once you have the gear winner. Oh, that's nice. But even if they aren't close, right? And even the baby version does deal 10 million DPS. Nice. I feel like respecking in PoE is so weird because it's propped up to be this hard, difficult thing that you shouldn't really be able to do, which it is until you hit maps. And when you hit maps, you just have respawn points out your ass. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It seems like the concept they were going for, they didn't even really like follow through with. Okay, let's see if we can keep that lethal so that we can take it to the boss. We might be able to. We need to kill these. And then I think one more pack. Or maybe two more packs? Oh, then it's gonna be a problem. Ow. Ooh la la. Yeah, we have to pick it now. Is this enough? It's not. Rip. I miss from D3 how you would deliberately try to take pillars for the boss fight. It's a concept they've completely erased with this, because everything disappears and you have to go to a boss room rather than the boss appearing and you being able to use the pillars. I think that's a shame. Get smashed. There we go. I was completely ready for him to get stunned. I'm filled up with obols again? Okay. I do miss that, because unless you're playing in groups, actually getting pillars into the boss fight is so difficult. And I'm guessing you're not supposed to, but
equitable transaction.
I guess a lot of it was also down to Nemesis bracers. I guess. I do hope that they add in I hope that they add in the fucking gems from D4 or D3, sorry. That would be nice. Give me back Stricken and all that shit. Man, this build with Stricken might be fucking dangerous. Maybe Boulder with Stricken. Yeah, I hope they add in the gems. Those were nice. Also a nice little thing to do Like, the pit could use a little bit something more than just masterworking materials, I think. Maybe not. Would be nice. Also give you an incentive to push higher, right? Like, it doesn't really feel worth it for me to go higher than I am right now. Because everything will just take too long. Oh shit. Something was itching. Rah! Okay, Immortality Shrine. There's about a 0% chance that I bring that anywhere, so let's just stand and deliver. Anything in here? I know I left one. Yeah, I knew there would be some. Oh, he reset? That's kind of bad. Oh, that slow is atrocious. Fy fan. I'm gonna be honest, I looked away. I don't even know what hit me. It almost has to have been one of these little explodey guys. What else craps on me so hard? Nothing really. I have to have been standing in an ice explosion. For crying out loud. Dude. This fucking imprint, evade has 100% increased cooldown, is shit. I hate playing with it. Especially when I haven't found boots with the more, what's it called, rolls on it. Okay. Let's do this the right way then, because apparently something is giga dangerous. Right. Oh, I didn't have one. Okay. Oh crap, I thought he was... Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Stay, 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 stay. Ooh la la. I forgot to spend my obols. Stupido. I guess I should try and get boots. A necklace is like 1 in 1,000, so I guess we'll try to go for boots. This 3 maximum weight charges with just a good greater affix
Greetings.
would be the dream.
Shine on, my friend.
Alright, little boots. It's time to gamba. Where are boots? Boots.
Not a bad coat. Hello, shining beauty.
Oh wow, that was really shit. I don't even want to look. I mean, greater affix life, I think, would be good. Greater affix movement speed would obviously be perfect.
Spirit, give it a go. Hello, bad coat. Hello, shining. Well,
The question is, should I try to swap to the boots I'm supposed to play anyways? Wait. I'm just thinking real quick. Will armor... How much armor do I have on these? 10,000. So what do they give on their own? They give almost 1,000. Wow. I guess even greater affix armor isn't gonna cut it. I probably should try the boots. I think I have them in here. Wild Heart Hunger, yeah, with over... Wait. Is that the right ones? No, I don't think it is it? Oh, it is. And they roll pretty good. When you shapeshift into a werewolf or a werebear, you gain Wild Heart for 5 seconds. Wild Heart grants you 1.5% increased damage every 2 seconds, stacking 20 times. So that's just 30% multiplicative damage. It even has DR on it. Oh shit. Attacks reduce evades cooldown by 1.5 seconds. That kind of counteracts this dog shit. I'd lose the spirit per second. And I'd lose a lot of movement speed. To gain overpower damage, greater affix, which is kind of useless. I think I want to keep digging. I don't think those are quite good enough to invest into. Maybe they are.
hello, shining. Not a bad coat.
I wonder if I can get them off the Obel vendor. Ooh, perfect roll of a key. I need, like, the nature's key, whatever, stone passive. Dude. I don't trust Blizzard to tell me the right thing, so I will salvage it anyways. Well, I guess we go again. Oh, we can probably masterwork a little bit just to make it easier. No point in not, right? Throw the panties in. Oh, we can do 2 even. Okay. There we go. Only the helmet remains, and then everything is above the last whatever star, whatever, 9 out of 12. But that is still fucking what? To go to 12 out of 12, it's 250. So it's like I have to run 50 pits or something still. If not more. Okay, play it slow, build it up. And then once everything's built up, we can go fast.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I fucked up already? Really? Okay, we're fine. I think we're rocking now. Yeah. Kind of fucked up here. It's fine. Here we go. Okay. Why is he not fucking dying? There we go. Why is nothing dying? Ooh. Did it even push its teammate? Did you find the fun yet? Right now, I'm not having fun, but I'm also not like, oh, this is great. I'm kind of in farm mode, but I'm not really sure I feel like it's worth farming for. I think the main reason that I am playing Diablo still and tonight and right now is that because of my streaming schedule is going to be so fucking bad the next, well, this week, well, last week, this week, and probably there's going to be something affecting it the next 2 weeks. Well, let me rephrase that. Last week was shit. This week is shit. Next week is gonna be shit. And the week after that, there's also going to be stuff. Like I'm not gonna be back to normal stream schedule completely until what? Like Wednesday the 19th. I am thinking I might have to change my streaming day, specifically Sunday. Probably have to not stream Sunday and then stream Tuesday instead. Because I was thinking about it, a lot of the time, if Nina and I are gonna have something with the family and shit, it's gonna be over the weekends. Ow. And living in Copenhagen with our family living in Jutland still, that's a bit of a trip. So likelihood is that a lot of the times where I'm gonna have to go to family stuff, Sunday stream will be impacted. And quite frankly, that's gonna piss me off. I like having Tuesday off though. It's nice for video editing and stuff. But yeah, I think I'd hate the alternative. But yeah, I haven't really... I just thought about it yesterday. It's like, something I did not foresee. Gotta stream while you hang out with the family as a compromise. Oh lord. Man, I would hate that. Oh, that would be so bad. Oh my lord. That is so unfair. She lined up perfectly within the circle, so there's no fucking way to go. Also, why do I spawn in Narnia? That was fucking unfair, man. And I was just finishing setting up for the big dam. Shut the fuck up, Mom. I'm in the middle. Back to being a teenager. I think my brother would love it though. Did I fuck up here?
I'm not ready yet.
I guess I wasn't in bear for a couple of seconds before, so I was losing 30% damage. Oh lord. What? That was some bullshit. Oh, did I fucking do it already? No! Dude, that pushback? I think they have to take that out. Like, there's just so much shit you can't do anything about. I'm in the middle of the fight. Yeah. Fucking have my brother hanging over my shoulders at the entire time because he's interested. That would be fine though. Like, he's just gonna stand there and look.
Come, traveler. Follow the stars.
Probably worse if we're at the If it's Nina's family we're visiting, then she's gonna have 2 nephews. Fucking, what are they, 6 and 3 or something? That's gonna be that would be a pain. No, I'm not doing that for sure. That is definitely not happening. Also don't think kids that young should be on the internet, if I'm honest. I have seen there's like a trend, and I think at least 2 of my friends are doing it. They've posted, they have their own, like, they have a Facebook picture where they're holding their own kid. And they've blanked out the kid's face. And I'm just like, why? Isn't Facebook supposed to be for your friends? Like, why use the picture with your kid in the first place if you don't want your kid up there? Also, it's a kid. Like, they're gonna change so fast. I don't really get the concern. It's like... But I've seen it a couple of places, I'm just like, huh? A very good reason why you shouldn't show the kids. Why? I'm seriously curious. I don't see the point. Rich perverts order them? And they might disappear after... You're kidding me. There's no way that's a thing. I mean, not saying rich perverts don't order kids. I'm not saying that's not a thing. I'm saying there's no way they're browsing Facebook like a shopping catalog. Is that actually a thing? Oh, so we take notes, I guess. You're serious? Is that actually a thing? The parents are not putting up pictures of their kids on the internet, like on their own Facebook pages, because they're afraid some fucking pervert is gonna hire a kidnapper for them. That is... What the f... I don't even know how to respond. There's no shot. Is that actually a thing? Oh, I just closed my dashboard. Fuck. Okay, so here's... I googled why you shouldn't show your kids on social media. Cyber criminals can find out the name of your child, their date of birth, and their place of birth from the images and captions you post. So always be careful of the surroundings in your pictures. This can eventually lead to identity theft, which is also known as digital kidnapping. What? Ever since camera became available, this is a different place. Should you stop sharing pictures of your children on social media? Ever since cameras became available to the average consumer, parents have been capturing and sharing images of their kids' major milestones. Over the last decade, however, the way we share photos of our children has taken on a digital dimension that comes with a unique set of considerations. Sharing pictures of your children on social media can violate their privacy, and it may even put them at risk in the future. What? Before you even announce your pregnancy online, you should start thinking about how to minimize your child's digital footprint and respect for his or her rights. Oh, shut up. The issue of consent. Young people are often portrayed as digital natives who have little concern for online privacy, but research doesn't support this assumption. Family interviews conducted by This annoys me. Family interviews conducted by the London School of Economics reveal that children as young as 4 prefer to be consulted before the pictures are shared online. Shut up. Some children also express the desire for their parents to post images of them less frequently. As children grow into adolescence, their desire for control over their image only increases. Socially conscious teens make a particular effort to curate their online presence, often to the point of creating fake Finstagram. Profiles to direct attention away from the genuine private accounts they share with friends. Having private accounts allows teens to experiment with their image. I'm not reading this. How often do you hear stories of missing kids in Denmark? Once a week or a month at least, I'd assume. I'm not the right person to ask because I don't hear anything. I don't follow the news or anything, so I've actually no idea what's going on in the country, if I'm honest. I just live here. It's not something I remember ever hearing about, if I'm honest, though. I guess I could Google. Okay, so I have a figure here from 2022. In 2022, the coordination unit processed cases of kidnappings of 127 kids in Denmark from 0 to 16, where the kids were abducted either to or from Denmark. Most of them was abducted from Denmark to another country. 95 kids. was processed. And more often than not, it was the child's mom kidnapping them. 58 and 25, it was the dad. So out of 90, well, I guess 127, it's what? 2/3 are a parent abducting them. According to the statistics from the Danish government. So I don't think it's that prevalent of an issue here. It might be an urban legend, maybe. I just don't get it. Like, here's the thing. If I had concerns about posting my kids online, I wouldn't use a fucking image that showed I had a kid, right? Like, it doesn't take that much. Okay, so one of my friends, I know his name, right? If I have him on Facebook, I know his fucking name. I guess... Nah, But why would you use a profile picture with your kid in the first place if you don't want your kid on social media? That's what I don't get. Like, I don't get what the little smiley face or the little blurring or the little whatever they put over is going to help. Like, why have the kid there in the first place? It's like, I have a kid, but you can't see it. It wouldn't take much digging to then figure out. You just wouldn't post anything? Yeah, I mean, I get that. I'm not saying just share everything with social media. I don't see much point in that either. I get the ones that want to. I get that kids are a big part of your life, and especially if your Facebook is very much only used for friends and family and shit. That posting pictures there might seem like a good idea. It's just, I guess it's the half measure I don't get, right? Like, nothing wrong with it. I just don't understand the point. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I don't see any harm in doing either or. I just don't get it. I am confuzzled. And I could just ask him, actually. I saw like 3 or 4 recently. I don't spend much time on Facebook. I use it only for Messenger. So the only things I see on Facebook is whatever pops up on the top when I go to message somebody. And I just noticed... Oh, and obviously you're using the profile pictures in the Messenger as well, so I see some of them there. It's like 3 or 4, I think, of my friends doing it. One of them, at least, I'm close enough to ask. I could just do that, I guess. We live in a weird timeline. Yeah, things are weird right now. It's kind of disgusting. Society is richer than it's ever been, and yet we're poorer than our parents. great. There's never been this much wealth in the world. And I think in terms of just numbers, people have never made as much money as they do now. Even like everyday people. But everybody is fucking poor still. Which is insane. It is wild that it's allowed to be like this. Quite frankly, whenever people say inflation, I think it's just a fancy word for corporate greed to push the focus elsewhere. So it's not that consent. Yeah, consent. I mean, the thing is, with him, I kind of assume that it is. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if the argument is I'm considering my child's feelings on this. Okay, fine. That's okay. But if you want to sit there with like, because the moment you're using like consent as a concept, then you're starting to make it an issue. You're not even buying, we're making that much money, and that's including corporations. I mean, that depends on how you look at it, right? If you're just looking at the amount of transactions and the size of them, it's definitely larger than any time before, right? Just the sheer amount of transactions being made, the sheer amount of value shifting hands every day has never been larger, for sure. Like there's no I don't even think there's any debate on that. Like I don't see how you could even dispute that with how the world is right now. Oh, that's kind of shit pattern. Oh my god, my shift key is not working, so it walked me into the fucking beam. Oh. That's just numbers. If you wanted to attach it to actual projects or goods that aren't services or digital, it's getting rough. I mean, what's it called? Taking off digital products is kind of, I think is what? If you take off digital stuff, right? Like that's just, I don't see any valid reason to do so. Because that's just a lot of goods that used to be, oh no, he's in the thing. A lot of goods that used to be physical are now digital. So there's no reason you should exclude digital purchases, right? Like so like what? If you buy a digital book, all of a sudden it doesn't count, right? Just because the book is digital. The West isn't producing shit anymore, we just import stuff. I mean, now you're talking about creating wealth, right? Like, because even services and digital stuff and just importing shit is still creates, what's it called? It still makes the wheels turn, right? Like it's still, If you can get something imported and then sell it for a profit, you're still adding wealth, right? Well, not adding. You're redistributing, I guess, but I guess your argument is that it's kind of a bubble that's gonna burst eventually because there's no products coming out, so it's all the entire economy is kind of built on a balloon, gaseous balloon or something, right? Like, there's no value being created, only thrown around. So doesn't the system over collapses or a major hiccup because like COVID, we're fucked and all the paper and digital money you might own mean nothing? But how does that differentiate from anywhere else though? Like, if you have country A, let's say country A produces, we have country A, we have country B, right? Country A produces enough food to sustain both country A and country B. So country B just buys the food from country A and then sells it to its citizens, right? COVID happens. Dude, why is it that people fucking think that they're gonna sell bots? If country A produces food, country B produces food, right? Food is probably a bad example because without food you're screwed anyways, but just for the sake of it. So country B buys all of its food from country A, and then the citizens buy it off whoever buys it, right? Like you have a company that buys all the food from country A and sells it in country B. When COVID hits, that doesn't just hit country B, right? It also hits the country A. Like the food production is gonna get hit as well, yeah? The argument here would be then if it's not stopped and it's just what's it called, hampered, then they still have enough to produce for country A and just not sell it, but I mean, that depends, right? Because if COVID might also be a bad example, right? Because things were able to run, right? The only thing that got fucked here during COVID was entertainment industries, right? Like all the supermarkets were fine. All of the it was like non-essential stores and what's it called, and entertainment stuff, right? It was stuff like hairdressers, any like theaters, any movie cinema, whatever, bars, and all of that jazz, right? But everything else was fine.
Hello.
Everything else was still running. And if you have something, you couldn't buy toilet, but that's not because your country doesn't produce it. That's because people were buying like in excess, right? Like that's panic. That has nothing to do with producing or anything. Because that could have happened even if the toilet paper was produced in your country. It's just a matter of like whoever produces the toilet paper, they know how many they sell. And then all of a sudden they sell 50 times as many, and their production can't keep up. That doesn't matter where the production is or anything. It's both, but the panic stuff with curb real quick, and then you could buy toilet paper. Right? Like, we never had a problem with toilet paper. You couldn't buy toilet paper? It's the same with artillery shells right now? Still took weeks. Well, yeah, because the panic, they fucking they chew through weeks or months of storage, right? Like, toilet paper doesn't spoil, right? So it's not something you just have a steady flow of. I would wager. You don't want to increase production for toilet paper because it won't show later, so you need to wait. People stop being stupid. Yeah, because it costs to store it, right? But it's a case of you have a steady. Fucking hell. I need paint. Here we go. Wait, what? That's not paint. Why does it not work? Oh, okay. I'm stupid. That's why it doesn't work. Here we go. Right. So you have the regular like curve, and this is how much toilet paper you buy, and this is probably how much toilet paper I need 2 different colors. This is consumption, and this is production, right? And then all of a sudden consumption goes brrr, right? But production stays. And then if you have, say, I don't know, say you have storage. Oh. That needs to be a different color, something further. Then as soon as consumption goes here, then you have storage plummets down. And then if it's only this much excess production, I guess there'd be something for this as well. But then storage is going to be filled up slower. Right? Also got to have the raw materials. Well, for toilet paper? Specifically? I guess. It's not only a cost to store it. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is assuming that the machines are producing non-stop permanently at full capacity, right? If you want to argue that you need overtime and shit, then your factory is at capacity, right? It's a silly example. Yeah, I guess. I guess it might be going a little bit past me because I can not see it with this example. Because the way I see it, right, you have they know how much toilet paper they're going to sell, right? Like if toilet the difference in toilet paper sales is not going to be massive, right? Like The only thing that moves toilet paper sales is whenever they lower the price on it for a while, right? And then subsequently, the sale of toilet paper is gonna drop because now people have fucking toilet paper for a while, yeah. Like you're gonna sell roughly the same amount of toilet paper every year. So I think it's pretty much on rails. How much is produced, how much is stored, how much is sold, right? When all of a sudden people then fucking panic, rush by, then it's gonna shock the entire system, and it's gonna take a while for it to reset. I don't think it would matter if that was in the country that produced the toilet paper or in a country that imported it. Is what I'm saying. Is the bash Bob gonna bash the shit out of this? Has he set up the bashing? Are you bashing? No, he's dust deviling still. I like the gladiator look. I don't like this one though. Like his swords are too ornate. This one's kind of too ornate for this thing. If it's something more violent than toilet paper, we can't just wait months, weeks, or even days. What then? Yeah. But that is, I think, I don't think that's so much a problem with importing stuff. I think that's more a problem of the way everything is, like everything is set up, right? Like shut down supermarkets tomorrow for like 3 weeks. The fucking entire population is gonna die, yeah? Well, not 3 weeks. It takes longer, but...
Poor soul.
Right? Like... Denmark produces a fucking... I guess we'd go to the farmers.
Regret this mistake.
But... Like, I think we produce a lot of our... I think we produce a lot of milk and eggs and stuff. Slaughterhouses as well. Like, I think Denmark has a pretty steady food supply. I don't think we're importing... Well, we are importing a lot, but I think we're exporting a lot as well. So I think it evens out. But I don't know that it'd be much different. Whether we have to import it from Germany or from the Netherlands or wherever we import it. I think we imported a lot of chicken from the Netherlands, I'm not sure. Or if we have to wait for our own farmers to stock up. I don't think the difference would be... I don't think there'd be any difference, if I'm honest. And if I'm being a little bit cynical about it as well, if we take something like food, yeah, all of a sudden we have a food crisis. I don't think whoever like distributes the food is going to make sure that their country gets it first. I think they're gonna fucking shove it where they can make the most money on it. Like, if let's say that farmers right now in Denmark, they deliver half of their produce to Denmark and the other half they export to Germany just for ease. And then food shortage. Oh, we can only produce a quarter. I don't think they're gonna put the quarter just to Denmark because, well, this is where we are. I think if Germany is gonna pay more, they're just gonna ship it all there. Don't sell, but they make more. There is yes and no, right? Wait until desperation reaches its peak and then sell. Quite frankly, with food, I think you're better off just fucking hammering the prices of and put it in the store right away. Because with food, you're gonna have riots, yeah? You're gonna risk them fucking just breaking in and stealing it. Happens every time during war and people got executed for that shit. Yeah. Makes sense. It's kind of heinous. It's not kind of heinous, it is heinous. I'm curious to see what will happen when... Because right now, I think Denmark does produce a lot of food, so maybe Denmark isn't a really good example, but a country that doesn't really produce anything and just imports and exports, like, I think we are reaching somewhat of a breaking point where prices are, something's gotta give, right? Like, they can't keep the same wages with the same prices. Like, something's got to give. I think we're reaching that point. People are, it's getting too expensive to live in a lot of the Western countries right now. Something's got to give. I'm curious to see what's going to give and what's going to happen. Like, capitalism would kind of dictate that somebody else comes in and fills the gap with cheaper products, but that doesn't seem to be happening. It seems to be that people have abused capitalism to kind of create their own pseudo monopolies because they just squash any competition, right? Anytime a competitor comes up, they lower prices until the competitor runs out of business, and then they hike the prices up again to make back their losses, right? Like stuff like that. Somebody did damn.
Thank you.
I'm kind of curious to see what's going to give. If they're going to lower project margins, or if they're going to... If any competitors is going to arise and fucking wipe things off the...
I must wait a moment.
Avarice Gilded Horn. Cosmetic trophy. Okay.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return.
Come, traveler. The stars of sanctuary await.
Because something is gonna have to give. Housing prices, heating prices, energy prices in general, water, as well as groceries, and everything else is just... Gas. Super expensive.
I must wait a moment.
We had to rent a car last weekend to get to my mom's, my mother and my her boyfriend's wedding. And a liter of gas is fucking 15 Danish. Like 1 liter of gas, 2 euros. It's insane. It used to be half that almost. A little more, but... Way too many companies in the West are zombie companies. Explain what you mean by that. All of those implode, it would mean mass unemployment. Yeah, like, I mean, shit's gonna happen. Obviously, if you take, like, whatever company, right, that's now skimming all profit, like, whatever they're doing, like, just completely fucking overcharging and making bank. If somebody comes in and doesn't do that, and then the fucking whoever is giga overpricing everything is gonna run out of business, and that's gonna mean jobs lost, right? Like, they borrowed money when it was cheap. Now it isn't cheap anymore, and they're in debt way up to their necks. Oh, so what you're saying is that they're already... I get it. I get the zombie. I don't think Denmark has all that much debt. I might be wrong, but I seem to remember something from my youth about Denmark being debt-free in the year something something. And that it was made a priority. But I could be wrong. Question is if we owe Norway a bunch of money. Interest rate on money was 0, close to 0 years. All across Europe and North America. That doesn't become it. One of the things that concerned me the most is, like, right after or during Corona, we had the huge price hike. Everything just got giga expensive for no fucking apparent reason, yeah? Like, all of a sudden, gas just went... And you saw the fucking... the profits of the... Denmark is officially reported to have a debt-to-GDP ratio of 29. I do not know what that means. I mean, it might just have been political propaganda or something. It might also have changed. That's pretty good, but far from debt-free. I mean, what I meant was that there was something about Denmark being debt-free by X year. I'm not sure if that year has already... There was some plan put forward, and it was now just paying off. and there would be no more, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if I didn't mean to say that we were debt free now, if that's what I said, at least. It was something about not borrowing any more money and then paying off. Each Denmark's GDP is about 3 times higher than the current. Oh, okay. So, okay, I get it now. So it means that Denmark is in debt by 29% of their GDP. Like their debt, like our debt, whatever, is equivalent to 29% of our annual. Yeah, that is really good, but it's still a lot of money. So there definitely was something. I definitely remember there was something about the debt stuff. $120, that's insane. Oh, I fucked up. Fine, we'll deal with it. Oh no, this guy is shit. What's our... At least we got a good pattern. But this guy is so ass to fight. Especially for this build. Ooh, the traps. Do you have to stand there where I can't really do anything to you? And now he's stunned, obviously, while I'm not paying attention. Could you appear over here? Yes. Ooh la la. No, for fuck's sake. Meaning they can't pay off their debt and when they're included by spending spree by the...
Must wait a moment.
Aren't including... Oh, what did he... Is he just spending a crap ton of money trying to gain the favor of everybody before an election? Is that what's happening right now? I saw something about student loans being forgiven. Ooh la la. Man, I want to read what you wrote, but I can't right now. I fucked up here. The British Empire collapsed when they reached 160. Oh. He spent trillions right after getting into office, and the numbers I have are available a few years old. Oh, Jesus, okay. Was the GDP then based on Corona? Because didn't they take a No, wait. Everybody's praising Trump for how he handled Corona, aren't they? Wait. Are they? It's hard to figure out what the fuck's going on in American politics because it seems like both sides are just fucking lying. Like you have to meet. It seems like you have to, like everybody's putting up fake numbers. Like they're taking, the one side is taking extremely high numbers for their shit and extremely low numbers for the other guys. And then opposite, right? So you have to meet somewhere in the middle. It has nothing to do, well, I was just assuming that the GDP would be lowered during Corona, right? So if the debt won't go down, right? But if the GDP goes down, then the percentage goes up, yeah? That was the point I was trying to get at. Right now it's a stupid one, Ukraine. Yeah. Yeah, that shit's kind of fucked. I don't understand. I don't get the point of it. The West lost years ago and refused to admit it. Lost what exactly? The war in Ukraine? Ukraine is lost? I haven't seen much about it. The last thing I saw was that it was kind of a stalemate. That the... Well, no, the last thing I saw was that Ukraine was regaining ground, actually. Did they stop? I haven't heard anything about it for weeks. Or months, even. Unless the West is willing to commit its own troops, then the war is over. It's a frozen conflict? Hmm. It's not frozen. What bullshit? Russia is advancing? Okay. The last things I heard about it was that Ukraine was pushing back. And then I haven't heard anything for months. But I don't know enough about it, but I don't think it would be prudent to just let fucking Russia take over Ukraine either. Even part of it. If they are allowed to do that, it's kind of a, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want card, yeah? Yeah, break your treaties and then there's no consequence. Like, I almost feel like there has to be... That is more than I can read while I'm doing this. Russia didn't break treaties, the West did? What do you mean? Surely fucking invading Ukraine is breaking the treaty that they signed with the nuclear shit, yeah? Like, there's no shot that Russia didn't break international treaties by invading. Like, there's actually zero shot. Unless I don't understand what was actually in the whole, like, yeah, Ukraine gives up their nuclear arsenal, whatever. I thought parts of that was that they were promised that they wouldn't get... Oh, I didn't paying attention. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Oh, I got slowed by the fucking thing, so I didn't run into the... Oh, when one boss mechanic saves you from the next. Man, I screwed my damage up so much here. Well, those I'm not gonna survive. There's no shot. Jesus. Well, let's see. Let's see. Russia's advancing because the lack of secondary line of defense caused by corruption in higher ranking government. They did not prepare defensive lines of Kharkiv. Small counterattacks. A bit of a... I don't know anything about what you're talking about. I'm happy to facilitate. Do you believe that Russia wants to restore the borders from 100 years ago?
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Fine indeed.
I wonder what's gonna come out of it. Like, what the end result is gonna be. If Ukraine is gonna have a chunk missing, if, what's it called, Russia's gonna get pushed back, how Russia's economic situation is gonna be afterwards. I heard some shit about it being pretty bad because of all the sanctions and stuff, but I'm not sure. I also saw a lot of things like, oh, this brand has like dropped out of Russia because blah blah blah. This brand has dropped out of Russia, But then they're just selling their shit as a different brand, but with all the same labels and stuff. So it's just fucking publicity and then hidden. To the best view, Russia did invade Ukraine to prevent the joining EU and NATO, which would undermine Russia. I heard no real talks about you. I don't know. It just seems so silly to me. Like, what the fuck's the purpose of war, man? Like, we live in a time where you can create fucking value from nothing. Like, sure, natural resources are massive, but at the same time, there's enough to go around. And if you don't have any natural resources, you can create value from fucking nothing. But aren't Russia already sitting on all the natural resources in the fucking universe? Like, what would be the purpose of getting more? More is better, I guess. That's not the story your media is pushing. Your media is shit, to be honest. What story is your media pushing? Like, the only thing I've ever heard is that fucking Russia just upped and invaded because fuck you. I've never been given any reason other than Putin wants to restore the USSR. And that thing is just speculation based on the way he spoke in some interview. Like, the only reason that's kind of ever been given for the invasion of Ukraine, to me, where I've seen it, is for Mother Russia. Like, that's the closest thing to a reason I've ever received anywhere. Your media pushes Putin equals Hitler. And must be stopped at all accounts, or else. Okay. It's so biased, it can't be true. Well, I mean, just because it's biased, like, it doesn't mean that it has to be in the opposite direction, right? Like, the truth could be closer to that still, right? Like, what? Yeah, the whole China-Taiwan thing is scary. whore. Oh my god. Oh no! I can't really do anything right now. Bro, for the love of God, just let me finish this shit snake. Jeez Louise. Saber rattling is hard to ignore. My turn. It seems so dumb to me at this day and age to fight any sort of war. Like, it seems so unnecessary. Like, if you're in a fucking civilized country, just deal with the borders that's been struck and move forward. Like, Denmark is tiny. We used to be fucking 7 times as big. You don't see us clamoring to get back fucking parts of England and Norway and Sweden. We want to restore the borders from the Viking Age. Give back Sweden. Give back Norway. Faroe Island and Greenland. You can no longer have pseudo-independence. We're coming. Iceland. Get ready. It seems so stupid. Well, Greenland is... No, both Greenland and Faroe Islands are like pseudo-independent. They have their own sort of government for a lot of local things, but still overarching they follow Danish stuff, right? But they're also represented in our Congress, I guess. How much of it is the West dropping the ball, and how much of it is the West being way too lenient? Maybe it's time to weak the sleeping giant. Somebody go poke Germany. Isn't there's a song right now trending in Germany, right? It's like is it L'amour toujours? And they're singing something with foreigners out, Germany is for Germans. They're waking up. The sleeping giant is roaring. Globalizing the economy or greed, in other words, great to this point. They wouldn't have an economy to speak of. What? That kind of sounds like what you're saying is that we tried to make the world a better place for everybody. And then that was exploited now. Because when you say globalizing the economy, I get the greed part, right? I get that. And I can totally see that argument as well, right? But if you build up countries to have their own functioning economy, that is no doubt making it a better place to live, right? So when you put it like that, it almost sounds like what you're suggesting is that like all the wealth and progress should have been hoarded in order to keep people on their knees. There was one such incident recently in Germany, yes, and it's a fucking powder cake. Well, yeah, but that's the entirety of Europe right now. Like, did you see Malmö? What was it? Did it have... I think I saw it on 9gag, so it's meme, so take it with a grain of salt, right? But I saw something along the lines of Malmö is now considered as safe as Baghdad or whatever. And as far as I'm aware, Malmö is basically a Muslim province. I think they have a Muslim majority or something. I think it's at least there where they have, or is that in Stockholm? They have like no entry zones where the police just can't go. And they had like a huge riot where police cars and stuff was stolen and banged up and all of that shit. The government.
See some steel you need?
Much thanks, friend.
At a certain point, the government has to follow what the populace says. The idea back then was to export the Western mindset as well. Nah, only the wealth went out, right? The mindset didn't come with it. I don't think that's too... It depends on what you put into the Western mindset, right? Like, just if we just put in the core thought of human rights and not much more than that, I think it's a fine thing to do. There is something about always using the Western as like the ideal and the stuff. I don't like that. Yeah, we kind of demilitarized ourselves. I guess I've been, like, quite frankly, I've been probably indoctrinated since like a wee child, right? So I just, the way I see it, demilitarizing yourself is just, you don't want to be a bully, right? Like, you don't, like, what's the point? If we're gonna try and preach the whole, like, do not have war and stuff, demilitarization is the right cause, right? Like, instead of being feared and come in with force and stuff, but at the same time, kind of sucks right now. Kind of sucks right now. If everybody else doesn't follow suit, the whole, like, is it Joe Rogan that's fucking popularized this one? It's better to be a warrior than in a garden than a gardener in a war. If you want peace, prepare for war. When did I see that recently? That shit has been trending. Demilitarizing. Well, I mean, declining birth rate and lack of national identity is also not a great component for a military power, yeah? Like, if you want to be a military power, you'd want, like, a strong sense of nationality and a healthy birth rate, yeah? Also because of John Wick movies? So saying CV's production Parallel. Oh, that's where I have it from. That's the one I heard. It was some Italian woman who said exactly that. CV's Pacem Parabellum. I don't think I've seen most of the John Wick movies. I've seen the first one. I want to see them. It's just, I don't, I want, what was it? Nina and I was going to watch them, but we only had access to like the second or the third or both, but not the first one. And Nina hasn't seen the first one. And then it kind of just, nothing came of it. Maybe Elisa didn't that go? I don't remember what she says. I just remember the Parabellum. Shouldn't be Elisa's like that. Where would you put it? Oh, that was lucky. TV's leased by Jim. Paravelo. Okay. Yeah, same. CV's leased by Jim. Paravelo. I had it very briefly, like fucking 11 years ago. More. 14 years ago. Jeez, I'm old. But it has to be more than that as well. It has to be 15 years ago. Jesus. Ugh.
Equitable transaction.
Fy fan. It's over half my life ago. Probably. Nah. It was after 16. It was probably 16, 17-ish. So just about half my life ago. Fy fan. I mean, it seems like a massive lose-lose situation. Getting old, fat, and bold? Do you mean bald? Bald? I'm not getting. Bold? Maybe. When you don't care as much, you can be bolder, yeah? Old and fat, no questions asked. That has definitely been happening for the last many years. But balding, not yet. My hairline is crisp. Nobody wins in wars? Nah, but they're like, it's a massive lose-lose situation, right? Because if what you're saying is true, that Ukraine can't handle it on their own, that NATO or whatever actually has to go in there, then all of a sudden we're fighting somebody else's war, right? And soldiers are dying for nothing. Well, that's not true. Our soldiers are seemingly dying for nothing, for something that doesn't directly concern them, right? They're dying for some, maybe whatever happens, right? And if you don't, and Russia then takes over Ukraine, or at least large parts of it, then it's kind of the, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's no consequences. You get your way. And then what's China gonna do? I guess that's why Europe hasn't just done anything. Ukraine can't handle it. What happened with all the memes of Ukrainian farmers basically pulling tanks away with their tractors and shit? All of the Russian, and I know you might say as propaganda or anything, but it was from 9gag, so it's not. I don't think that would be propaganda. It gets more memes. Oh yeah, for sure. You need weapons and shit, but isn't Russia getting them delivered as well? I heard something about North Korea supplying them with stuff. Couldn't the same be said that then? Like if China or North Korea stops supplying Russia? I get that Russia has production and shit, but like you're using stockpiles for the most part, right? Like production can't keep up, yeah? No. It's not small. 20 million people as Russia isn't small. The only parts about all of this that I didn't quite believe is how a lot of people were saying that Russia is basically fucking devoid of military-aged men now, and they're devoid of any military equipment and shit. It's like a country that big, there's no fucking way. But I don't know.
Use it well.
And if it was true, I heard that about like a year ago or more. If it was true, then the war would have ended already. What did we get here? Oh, big. Willpower? Nah. Dodge chant with max resist. Okay, sorry, not max. All resist. I mean.
All finished, are you?
Okay, thank you. I've just... You're saying America's like target rate. That's like a fucking Warhammer 40k quote, yeah. We are surrounded. Good. Then we can fire in all directions.
I'm not ready yet.
There's power in the stone. Come have a look.
How many have we fucking gathered up while I've been not paying attention? The grind for this shit is slow, huh? Like, I've only gotten 130. That's one upgrade. That's kind of insane.
Horseshoes and nails. What do you need? More there than I thought.
I need to do 4 for one upgrade. At this level. Should we try 81? See if that's feasible to farm or if it's gonna get dog shit. It's only 10 more. I feel like it's gonna take way longer. The boss is already taking a while. I can't reliably kill it in one burst in the stun phase. Oh. Dude, it's kind of scary that you're saying a country like Ukraine might be able to muster up 5 million soldiers. Denmark has 5 million people. Most countries can muster armies larger than our entire population. Uh-oh. Luckily, Denmark is so fucking slim that it doesn't matter how many you are, we'll fight Spartan style. Doesn't quite work with guns though, does it? Jester, do you know what the casualty number for Russia and Ukraine is? Like, how many is left of those 220? They've called in more since, right? I fucked up here. That's not good. Big. Well, that doesn't quite answer my question, but but I respect it, I guess. I had like 8 divisions. Casualty is military term. I mean, KIA. Killed in action. Wounded in action. Prisoner of war. You can put one person as casualty several times. Okay. Fair. I didn't know that. I was just wondering how many is out and not coming back. Ooh, are these better? Oh, these might be better. Oh, that's expensive if they're better. The willpower is okay. We could get we could get a life roll instead of the dodge chance. And then we can get whatever we want instead of the claw roll. What do we have here? It's a little Sovi. Oh, he just found something in the shop. You give them a number of dead. That will work. Yeah, it's something like that I'm curious about. Like, I'm just curious as to see what the... Like, how many soldiers they've lost, kind of. Get north of 150k. Is that including civilians, or... That's a lot of dead. Right, so what do I actually want? Because as much as I hate to say it, the dodge roll does come in clutch every once in a while, but I can't count on a fucking 8%er. Let's see, what do we suggest that I get on my legs? I feel like it suggests that I get a resistance. That's what I feel like it suggests. Single elemental resistance other than poison. And then it's max life, willpower, or dodge chance. Right. See, I don't really want that. Because, yeah, a single resistance is going to be fine, but it's not really going to fix anything. I guess I could take shadow resist or fire resistance. There's a lot of fire damage. 55. Only 55k? I mean, if Russia sent in 220k and they've lost 55, then I don't know how many would be off with wounded and stuff, right? Like, that's generally around 10%. Wait, how are you pulling that? That sounds like a number pulled out of an asshole. Like, where are you getting that from? So you're saying they've lost 500,000 people? Okay. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. If it's just a guesstimate, then that's completely fair. I don't really want the resist, though. What do I... The life regen is kind of nice, but it's also kind of useless. Right. We temper it first. Give me max life. Clocks. There we go. Max roll even. Bam. Ooh. Ooh la la. And then we want up to a chance to freeze or whatever. Chance to slow, that's the only one we don't want. All of the other ones are hard CC, those are the ones we want. 14 to stun. The question is, do we roll for a better one? Because it's kind of low. It was almost minimum. I guess the immobilized one would be the big one because it's a higher chance. Chance 17% to freeze. That's the one we're going with. Let's go. Okay, then it's time for enchant a woman. to give me something that is not claw. Life per second. Dodge chance, though. I mean, it is suggesting dodge chance to be the better one. Cold resist ain't really gonna do anything. Maybe armor? With this armor roll, where would I be? $9,230. So I'm missing 2,000 armor. Yeah, a couple of 5%ers or even a max roll, and that is not going to fix that fucking headache. So I have to have this shit enchant on. Is there any other armor sigils? Juggernaut, I hate that one. You gain 0.7 increased armor for 4 seconds. That's... Okay, no, there's not. Okay, so we kind of have to... We have to have this dog shit on there. Okay, fine. We can't do the armor. Lightning resistant. No, it has to be like fire. There's a better dodge chance. Can I have this open while I do this? Wait, why is my fire... Did my fire resistance drop? Or was it always 40? I guess it was always 40. Dude, look at the fucking amount of gold I'm spending here on this stupid shit. Why is it 69.9? It's supposed to be 70. Fire resist? I guess we go with it. It's at least gonna cap something. Okay. Well, there we go. Then it needs Juggernaut, sadly. It's on there. Put a couple of holes in it. That's not you. Oh, it was you. Gimme, gimme. Gimme just my little gems. And pop a hole in this. It's kind of annoying that you have to do it twice. There we go. And then we masterwork it. Okay. Hit life. No, man, that's useless. We're not doing that one. Go again. Yeah, boy. Oh, we need to go convert. Why the hell am I... Okay, bro. Transmutations. Oh, let's go. They fixed this shit. How many do I need? Let's start with 150. I hope I have enough. Oh, we do not have enough. Are they still better? Surely they are. I think they are better. Yeah, I already... I guess I don't have more HP. Yeah, I do, actually. I do. But the life per second is not there. I have a little bit less willpower as well. Not much, but... I guess enough to make a difference. Right, okay. I guess we go more. We need more in order to freaking make this thing up. What do we need? Do we need 120? And how much did we have now? 33. I like that you don't have to open the boxes anymore, but it's kind of annoying that you have to do manually that many. Roar! There we go. No. Okay. How much gold did I end up spending? Ah, just casual 40 million, if not 50. Just fucking a third of my total gold rolling one item. Didn't even get that good stuff. Well, I'm capped fire at least. I don't understand why they have resistances in the game if I can play at the highest level without capped resistances and not really feel it. Like, what's the point? Also, having fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistances with only 3 rolls on gear, it's kind of oppressive. Gonna grab more rest on the tree. Yeah, let me grab some int notes. It's so weird because half the classes don't even bother with rest. They just get it passively. It's kind of just a checkbox, it feels like. Oh, we're doing an ARPG. Must have resistances. I gotta go to bed. Good night, Jester. Get woken up by some F-16s. Then you don't need an alarm clock at least, right? You get something out of the day then, yeah? Yeah, that's a sound shit. Oh, I hate this one. What is that red dot out there? Ooh la la. Unpleasant. The more D4 footage you see, the less impressed you are. Well, I am doing the same thing, right? Like, but yeah, it's definitely not a game for you. That's for sure.
See some steel you need?
I must wait a moment.
I think their bosses are quite decent. They just die too quickly, but I don't know how the 200 versions stack up. I haven't tried them yet because it costs materials, right? So I'm a little bit scared of just wasting them. So I need, wait, how much do I need? I need 120 in total. I have 21, so I need 99. 99 16 Gulicht.
Speed of the pack.
Please hit life. Oh. So I have to redo it? Fuck, man. Bro, fire resistance is useless. And I knew I shouldn't have had that thing on. I guess now is a good time to test what happens if I reroll a thing that's been... Will I then replace it with... I guess we go again. RNGesus be praised. Fuck. I mean, that part is really annoying. The whole, like, everything with the crafting is just giga RNG for no fucking reason. The masterworking kind of makes sense, but it's kind of oppressive how many you have to run in order to actually be able to do anything. But yeah, in comparison to PoE, D4 is very simple. There's so many layers of PoE where D4 just doesn't have anything comparable. Like, your character is just... Your character is a puddle compared to an ocean in PoE. The only reason you'd be playing D4 over PoE is for this. The way this looks. And the setting, right? Like, the gameplay in D4 is better. It is. No questions asked, hands down. Like, playing your characters is just better in D4. You had tons of fun coming up with new builds. Yeah, exactly. That is not... I mean... It is a thing in D4, but there's so much less options than there is in PoE. So A, the likelihood of you actually coming up with something new that hasn't already been made is unlikely, to say the least. And the depth to which you have to go in order to make something, yeah, I mean, it's shallow. Like, honestly, it's just shallow. I'm sure that there are plenty of like, a lot of the content creators are coming up with new builds every season, right? But the amount of concepts you can have in D4 is so much, like, so much smaller than PoE. Like, honestly, it doesn't bear any comparison. All you came up with was something somebody else came up with already. Okay. Well, you for sure can do that in D4. Like, 100% you can do that in D4. But to a lot smaller degree, right? Like, dude, I hate that fucking guy. Like, he just fucking spawns and he pummels around like an absolute imbecile. And maybe 100 to 1,000, but yeah, I get you. I get your point. Why do I keep getting this freaking archer guy? I hate that guy. No, man. I committed. I shouldn't have. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I wouldn't be able to see fucking anything in there. Man, I'm just getting shit luck. Like the last... I don't even know what hit me there. Thing you made with the weirdo shield is actually genius and you love shit like that. That's always fun when you figure something out. Yeah, I mean, it's the same for me, right? Like, I don't care that somebody else found out or somebody else discovered it and I'm essentially just doing something that people's already done. It's figuring it out that's the cool part. By what? I was... It just... Two of my deaths. One is Fensmark was slain by an exclamation mark. And the other one is Fensmark was slain by Fensmark. Excuse me? You're saying I committed seppuku or whatever? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't even know what killed me. Oh, he's fucking gone. Bro, I fucking hate this. I hate this fucking boss. He disappears and I can't do fucking anything. And then it takes my head out of the fight. And then I've had two fucking... And he disappeared again. I've had two fucking random one-shots that shouldn't have happened. Like... The game didn't even register what hit me. No. Dude. Okay.